this episode, we're going to be doing all of our mechanical finishes. Again, this build is all electric, no natural gas or propane to this. All of our HVAC finishes we're going to cover in the next episode, as we went with a ductless mini split system. We've got all of our plumbing finishes, like our faucets, all the shower heads. We'll be installing a water heater. We decided on this one we're using a 40-gallon electric tank water heater. We'll also be installing all of our electrical finishes, such as our plugs and outlets, all of our switches and covers, and installing all of our light fixtures. We use recessed can light fixtures in the living room, up in the finished ceiling, up in the loft, and then also we got a recessed light fixture centered in our master shower. We installed stairway lights to light up the stairway at night. We installed farmhouse style exterior light fixtures off the balcony door. That same fixture we also use for our reading lights over the headboard, and the same light fixture again is installed over our kitchen sink. So we have a few unique light fixtures here. Kind of the focal point, we've got a wagon wheel light that hangs over our island, again giving that farmhouse look. In the master bedroom we've got a unique ceiling fan. That ceiling fan, the blades retract, and then when you turn on the fan they'll extend out. And then another unique feature is our wall sconces that we installed. Those are up high on the second story wall there. Kind of a old modern farmhouse look. Got a wood plaque with a metal cage on it. Out on our front porch, I've got a kind of a one-of-a-kind. I found a used steel tractor wheel out of a abandoned barn nearby, and we converted that into a chandelier fixture for our front porch. In this episode also we've got our water line that was installed. You saw in the previous episode, I believe it was episode 7, where they drilled our well. Now that we have the building finished, they trenched that water line in and connected the well pump, brought that water line into the house so that we can connect it to our pressure tank, and then also complete all of our plumbing. Also in this episode we're going to cover the installation of our electrical service to the building. Okay, well I got to take this meter base that I've got mounted to the building off. Again, we're taking this, going to put on our mount over by the driveway. The whole reason we're doing this is to put a hookup out there for my camper, and then we'll run the 200 amp service through a cutoff panel there and bring it back over in the building and into our panel that we set on the inside of this building. So I'm going to take this meter base off and then we'll mount it to our mount. Okay, I got my meter base off the house here. My service wires here I'll change out. I'm going to trench in a new direct burial line, so I'll run a 3-inch conduit straight up the building. And I've got a junction box I'm going to put right here so I can make this turn into the building with this heavy gauge. It's a 4-aught direct burial aluminum
service wire.
But I'm gonna go ahead and build up this base. We'll get it set, and then I'm gonna work on trenching this line here to the building. Okay, now that I got this exterior panel all connected to my meter base, I got my power feed. Actually, also got this panel, since it's the first panel directly off the meter, it's grounded as well, and we bonded that panel. So that means the grounds and the neutral, or the common, are linked together and into this box. So if there was ever a short anywhere in the ground, from the house, anywhere, this is the first point of connection, so it'd flash right here and it'd bang off. The service wire from the meter base over to this disconnect is hooked up. I've actually added an exterior outlet here as well for my camper hookup, so it has an RV plug. That's a 30 amp breaker. Nice thing about this disconnect panel then is that it's got, I think it's got 8 spaces actually. So it's got a few spaces I can pull power off directly from this cutoff panel. This main breaker then will shut off this panel and also the 200 amp feed into the house. So the house will be dead then.